Jay hasn't got justice yet. No matter how he died, there are still a lot of questions to ask, and that his parents need the answers to. And I also think we don't even have an inquest in place yet. So they've given us a preliminary cause of death, which said it looks like a great fall. Someone made a really interesting point in here the other day that every single person who dies in a horrific violent attack, they normally compare it, especially with children, they compare it to, oh, he looked like he was in a high impact vehicle collision, or he looked like he'd fallen from a great height. So the fact that you're coming back with that's Jay's cause of death doesn't at this time tell me that someone didn't put him there, or he wasn't pushed. None of those things happen. I can't prove one way or another. So right now, to me, I don't think I should remove any of my posts. The same with Nicola Bulley. I just think there seems to be, I'm just going to say it, I think there's a group of people online that Sharon is also a part of, who are trying to silence people in the Jay Slater case, who are making up lies and are making a lot of messages, private messages behind the scenes to people to try and get people to stop talking about it. And I question why they're doing that. Those people would be Luggy, who was in all the pictures with Sharon from the funeral, by the way. Also Chris Tenerife. These are people that are saying they were the ones that found Jay. They are messaging me privately, asking me to stop talking about the case. There was some threatening kind of messages between me and Luggy, which I kept saying to him, are you trying to be my friend or threaten me here, Luggy? Like, what are you actually saying? And I just think, why are you trying to shut down the case unless you're trying to cover something up? That's all I can think of it. They've also started going for Wax now. They've started to go for Wax because Wax is making some really good videos and kind of questioning things in the case. So now they've started to try and threaten people like that. You have, they're making videos, or Lucky's still making videos now about Jay Slater. So how come no one is allowed to talk about him, but you are? Like, how are you? I don't know how Jay was put there. I know that Jay came off that beaten path scared for some reason, yeah? I have different bits of information I need to put together so that I can present it, because I have voice notes from different people in the case, including Millie, including Mark, including Ayob, different voice notes, different things. I have information from Lucy, message after message. I have loads of different stuff that all tells a very different story. So I'm just not willing to let it go. I shut down for a little bit on it because I was getting so much fucking hate and it was going mad, and I did believe that Jay needed to be buried first. I thought he needed to, thank you. I thought he needed to be buried. That needed to happen. His family needed to be able to do that, bring him back to the UK. I would have been silent, absolutely silent, just moved on with other cases. But it does make me wonder why I'm the only one that needs to be shut down unless I was getting close to the truth. It doesn't make any sense. Because, like, I was not going to say anything, and then yesterday someone sent me many videos off YouTube where Chris and Lucky are making fun of me, talking about me and saying horrific things about me. And I'm like, how come you're allowed to do that? Because I blocked Lucky because it started to get awkward when he kept saying he was like my dad, and kept, like, obviously I put a post up for Father's Day because I was missing my dad, and after that he kept messaging me saying like, oh, you know, I'm like your dad, and just saying weird shit, and I kept saying to him like, stop saying that, that's weird to me, like, you know, I'm grieving and that you're crossing the line there. And then he said, oh, I'm doing the Jay Slater live, I promise you I'm going to protect you in it. Then he let After Dark up to me off, then Chris Tenerife, then Millie, then Tenerife Tom. So I blocked him, and then he started to say, yeah, no, I was just coming on to like talk about it and just say, like, I didn't want all of you guys to be sat there thinking like, why isn't she removing them, like, no face has done it. But I just don't think it's time. I think there's still justice to be gotten for Jay. I like kept him at distance anyway, because I was thinking, I was just seeing what he was saying, you know. But, you know, for instance, Luggy's not been very happy that Warren Slater's posting videos, because Warren Slater is posting videos that show that Luggy and Chris can't be right, and he doesn't want that. So he's tried to ask for those videos to be removed, because he's not happy about it. Now, why are you trying to shut down Jay's father? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you trying to shut down his dad? Like, the thing, Warren has started all up again, and I do believe that Warren is a very clever